Get out of here, boy.
Cause I'm too messy, and then I'm too fucking clean.
What it do, what it do, what it do. Welcome back to Here for the Mess. I'm your host, Jer, and I hope you're ready for me to clock some tea, because it's about to get messy, y'all. June is a-rolling, y'all. Okay, sun's out, tits out. I can literally smell the summer in the air tonight, like Phil Collins on that ass. The Knicks winning has like revolutionized the energy in this city. This is insane, y'all. I've never seen nothing like this. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I kind of forgot how it feels to be not necessarily like patriotic or nationalistic, but just like united. You know, it's so cool to see everybody just out there having fun, celebrating. Parade coming Thursday. I don't know. It's just really cool vibes all up in the atmosphere. It's giving 90s coded. Like, this is how I used to feel when I used to wake up in the morning and watch cartoons and then head off to school. This is the frequencies that was all up in the air. So I hope we can sustain this, because we really could use this, y'all. Since 2016, I feel like it's just been feeling nothing but stress and people trying to finesse, girl. It's just been a whole bunch of malarkey. So thank you to the Knicks for doing y'all big ones for New York, the nation. We really did need this timeline shift. Now, what I'm not for is these little kids running up the streets and hopping on taxi cars and breaking in the stuff and doing all that. That is not necessary, y'all. And y'all need to be calming it down. Where is y'all parents at? Y'all need to be on y'all best behavior, okay? Because granted, Mom Donnie had that shit cleaned up like he always do in about 6 hours, which is insane because it was literal chaos like all over Manhattan. But it shouldn't even have to be that way. The service workers shouldn't have to work overnight to clean that up so the world can resume. You know what I mean? We should be able to learn how to take care of the streets. We usually do, but I feel like in times like these, come on, Addison Rae, people be acting loco, okay? But nevertheless, Mom Donnie, girl, I see you, girl. Thank you for that clean up, because your girl was stressed. Anywho, housekeeping. Y'all, I'm about to celebrate 30 episodes. Well, technically I have, because I did upload a prelude episode, but I don't count that one. But my 30th episode of the weekly wind down, it's coming out this week. Please, if you can, go ahead and add it to your Apple Podcasts, your Spotify, Amazon. I do put it on this YouTube channel here, so go ahead and subscribe if you ain't subscribed already. But typically she comes out like a couple of days after the premieres on the other platforms. So if you want that exclusive, please go ahead and follow me on Spotify, okay? Get into the weekly wind down. This is just like where if you love me just rambling and doing my thing, I be doing like an expedited vibe here, okay? Y'all getting like a condensed vibe of all these stories. But if you just want one story expanded out, girl, going on over to the weekly wind down, because I'm going to give you a breakdown analysis on whatever topic is at hand, and it's usually pop culture focused. So get into it, girl, and let's celebrate. This is literally the longest solo running series of something I've ever done in my whole entire life. So this is like crazy for me, and it feels so good. It's like my little radio show. But yeah, so get into her, okay? Also just dropped a new vlog, my time in the ATL, so go ahead and watch that. Had a blast hanging out with my fam bam, miss them dearly. And yeah, get into that video too. All this content on the channel, y'all got to get into it. Don't ever say your girl ain't just gave y'all the world. I'm purging. Okay, get into it. Now let's get into these hot topics. I will say, y'all, this week's kind of been mild. Again, like it's been a lot of like good energy, not necessarily like messy energy. We did have a couple of like the rap girlies still going back and forth and stuff like that, but we've already like, that's old news, okay? A lot of the stuff is gonna be like a little bit more music or pop culture related this episode, but nevertheless, if you want some like more messier, crazier, salacious stories, go check out the previous episodes. I got a whole channel. But first today, we're gonna talk about the buffoonery happening in Washington, D.C. for y'all's president's birthday. If y'all didn't see over the weekend, Trump decided to host what felt like this WWE World Fest extravaganza meets BMX meets Magalicious wardrobe convention. I don't even know how to describe it, girl. All I know is it was probably stank up in there, okay? But yes, he held pretty much a circus for his birthday at the White House. Of course, they had the theatrics, like this UFC Freedom Dome thing that the claw, they call it. Girl, wasting the money, just wasting our money and our time, girl. We got so many other, we literally, girl, New York gas is giving what LA gas is giving, girl. What? They had 7 UFC fights, I believe. You know, normal things to do at the White House. It truly don't get much more barbaric than this. It's giving the times in Rome and in Greece. This is what they used to do, entertain the king, girl. Y'all king, girl, not mine. Shoot. Give me back George W. Bush, honey. Give me back Jimmy Carter was a good president. I don't know. Just the people y'all used to complain about, ain't no Nixon, girl. He rolling over in that grave, girl. Stay down there. Nevertheless, my thing when it comes to MAGA and just white folks is they always gonna go do what it do when it comes to like a celebration like this. They're going to, of course, take the extreme. So it kind of doesn't surprise me, but it does. It's like the audacity for me, but it's like we've seen it before. So like you can't be surprised. This is their timeline that they're trying to throw on us, whether or not we accept it or reject it, which I hope y'all on that page. I don't know, y'all. It just, I'll be shocked, but then I'll be like, oh no, this is where we are. However, could y'all imagine if Obama did anything similar to this? It would have been World War 80. But it just goes to show y'all like where people pick and choose to have outrage, especially in the United States. I'm pretty sure all the Cubans in Miami real quiet right now. But for me, the event is not giving classy base. So all these classy base Republicans, all these classy base MAGA folks that was there celebrating, because they said they had like 4,000 people that was in attendance, which I definitely would have expected more. But nevertheless, you know him. He already done charged some people for them phones that they never gonna get, charging people for the gold card or whatever. He probably had a $5,000 ticket to get into the event, because you know he loved to run up a scam girl. I don't know. It just doesn't give a classy decorum for me. But in Sunshine News, his name is getting removed off the Kennedy Center, girl. They moved fast. They couldn't wait, girl. They said, put up the scaffolds. Word on the street is also, I know y'all probably follow Aaron Parnas on TikTok, but apparently he's about to get tried like no other, which we always hear. But we'll see, y'all. I just want to just get my little popcorn and watch. I've been waiting for the explosion to happen. It's been building up for a long time. The tea kettle girl, she been rumbling, girl. So we just need it to explode and get over it. I want to get over the hill. This energy, like I said, the Knicks winning, like this feel good, girl, but not dealing with his clownery. That's exactly what we can call it. On to some real sunshine, y'all. My girl Ari, Florida's finest. Anybody from Florida, girl, is Florida's finest. You could literally be like Florida man, Florida's finest, because he got a legacy. Everybody know that phrase, right? But my girl, Mrs. Still Your Man, she is on tour, y'all, for the Eternal Sunshine Tour, and I'm kind of loving it. I like seeing Ariana on stage. Yeah, she loved the theater. She loved doing movies. She want to do acting, yada, yada, yada. But I love seeing her being a performer. I just need her to do it more often so she feel seasoned. She feel rooted on the stage. Yeah, she can give me vocals, but I know like by the end of the tours, that's when she be giving, okay, I'm that girl, but I need you to be giving me that at the beginning of the tour, girl. She not necessarily giving stiff, but she's giving like, oh, I'm easing my way into things. And it's just like, come on. Now, granted, the set list does lean a little bit more pop. It's not giving like position style R&B, drawn out ballads. So I get the vibe and I'm into it, but I don't know. I want her to feel more comfortable and rooted on stage. That's all. Production wise and stuff like that, I'm loving what I'm seeing. I love the costumes. The dancers seem to be like really solid and into it. Seems she done switched up some stuff because you know how the twins usually be. Now, word on the street is homegirl possibly did just go through a breakup from the man that she stole. Caused him to break up with his wife who just had a baby. So that could be a reason as to why she's a little bit startled this first week on tour, but we'll see. We'll watch. We'll monitor. You know I'ma always keep a radar of how she's progressing. But yeah, I'm happy to see my girl on stage, like living in her pop star lane, because she's been doing it for a good 15 years now. What is it? Going on 15 years that she's been rocking into this. It's cool to see her live in that limelight. If the boys can do it, The Weeknd can be having these stadium tours and stuff like that. We need more girlies to keep the lights on in that department. I just hope that the industry, like all this like overworking, doing all the Wicked movies and all that stuff hasn't jaded her experience of working. I don't want her up there being a robot because she just over it and she got to fulfill a contract. If that's the case, just stand on stage like Adele, you know what I mean? But if you really want to perform, if you really want to have the dancers and stuff like that, all I'm asking for these folks is to just give it your all, especially with how much we paying with these dang Ticketmaster prices, girl, okay? These $500 tickets to get nosebleed seats, please give me your all. That's all I ask. I need y'all to be jumping for joy. I want new costumes every single set. Now, maybe Beyonce has set a standard too high for some folks. Some folks said they want to keep their budget, girl. Times are tough. And the less that they had to pay for these dancers and stuff like that, the more that goes into their pockets, which I totally get. But nevertheless, please give me all your love and like Madonna. All right, y'all. Now, this story is weird and messy. It's just all over the place. And I'm worried we should be literally rioting on the streets. Well, I guess we are for the Knicks, but this is also kind of weird. But nevertheless, if y'all haven't heard, 71, yes, you heard me correctly, 71 Jewish teenage girls were found in an underground sewer tunnel, and apparently they got lost on a field trip. Girl, listen to what I just said. Do that even make... That literally does not make sense, and they trying to feed us this story like, oh, this is just a normal thing that happens. This story is so peculiar because they just trying to write it off as these girls got lost, and I'm not buying it. I don't know about y'all, but I've been on, a field trip or two. I've been on those exchanges where we've had the bus full of people. Imagine having a bus full of 70 teenagers, okay? With all the noise, with all the chaos, y'all would all be able to figure out a way. There got to be one person that is supposed to know where the hell we're supposed to be going. So, something fishy. That's too many people to be getting lost. It's giving human trafficking, girl. No tea, no shade. Just considering And 2 weeks ago, they just found like 5 men coming out of the sewers in the middle of the night, girl. There is some weird underground trading, scheming. I don't know what to call it, girl. It's probably above our heads at this point, but I know it's in front of my face and I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna use my platform to call out some weird shit like this, girl. What the hell? That's like one of my biggest pet peeves. It's like people acting so desensitized to madness. When you hear madness, it's supposed to make you feel kind of like, you supposed to call up the Judies and being like, girl, did you hear this story? Doesn't this sound like a little weird? You're supposed to sit your kids down or your parents down and be like, okay, y'all, this is some real weird shit happening. This is the shit that needs to be spreading around, in my opinion. And then another weird thing is the fact that all these girls are on mute. All of them knew not to say nothing. They all got the answers. You know why you was down there, girl. Even if it's for something devilish or whatever, girl, you know why y'all was climbing down there. Somebody got to be able to admit it. It's just weird to me. I don't know. I am not fucking with it, and I need some answers. This is where we need to be expediting the detectives to give us the real answers to things, because this is weird, this is fishy, and we need to be monitoring this. And then they just had the other day, the Jewish school bus ran over and killed the kid. We need some inspections, okay? Now, y'all, I told y'all I wasn't gonna leave y'all empty-handed. We had a couple of juicy stories. This one is kind of even more juicy than the previous one, if you could ever fathom that, girl. But I think it's juicy, maybe because I just grew up with this show, this woman. She's been such an inspiration in the beauty department, girl, but in the logic department and the cognitive dissonance department, she is just like reigning supreme, because where is your head at? But nevertheless, Tyra Banks is deciding to sue Netflix for defamation off of the Top Model documentary that they dropped a couple of months ago. My girl said she gonna advocate for herself. Okay, I know that's right. She said that they portrayed her in a false narrative, and because of this, it's causing her to lose revenue from all of her job ventures, and it's causing her mental fatigue. She claims that she only participated in the documentary to begin with because she wanted to uplift the legacy of what Top Model brought, which makes sense because this is one of the biggest franchises that is like come out of like millennial television for sure, of reality television as well. So I get her saying, well, I definitely want to be involved, but Tyra, this is what I mean when I'm talking about being the Lulu girl. You should have seen this coming, especially if how it is, it's not like 2006 no more, it's 2026. Everybody speak up about their feelings and stuff like that. Nobody just sitting there and smile and be silent no more. So you know some of this stuff was going to be coming to light. You should have prepared yourself better, boo. This is not an era where people be like sugarcoating things and doing like fluff, especially when it comes to a documentary going through the good, the bad, and the ugly of a reality television series, girl, and they're gonna be interviewing past contestants. Every season, it was only one winner, which means it's gonna be several bitter people or people disappointed, people that just did not have the best times. But just like you want to sign, so deliver all the good stuff that comes with the show, you gotta also be associated with the bad. That's just true tea. But of course, this is what happens when you live, especially like a lot of these dodo birds in LA. They live in a land of cognitive dissonance. And so when you stay in that land so long, you become blind to the literal reality in front of your face. You can't even see the people in front of you turning against you or feeling some type of way against you, because all you see is the bright stars of what you want to attract or what you want to align with. That's great, but you got to have a reality check, boo. Some of these people you used to call your best friends, and now y'all not even on speaking terms, which I get. People have falling outs or whatever. But again, so if y'all not on speaking terms, of course they gonna talk about that in a documentary. Like, hello, Tyra, who is her team? Who helping her navigate stuff? It can't still be her mama. I hope she done upgraded by now. People like that just be so caught up in they warped worlds that they just don't pay attention to people around them until it's too late, girl. Like I said, everybody got a right to sue, but y'all also just got to be realistic with the terms and the conditions, the circumstances that you're walking into ahead of time. Be honest with it. Like my girl, this is one of my favorite videos, girl. This girl got caught shoplifted at Target and she just accepted her fate and laughed. No shade, I don't condone people stealing, but watch this.
Anything in the box?
No, it's empty.
Am I for look? That is not empty.
Oh.
Come on. Tried to walk out with that.
Ah, yeah, got me.
Got me. Good luck, boo. All right, y'all. This final story is not necessarily messy, but it just shows you a bit of creativity / a dash of where the industry is going when it comes to like collaborative efforts and people getting and maintaining the spotlight. I just thought it was quirky and cool and interesting, so I wanted to dissect it a little bit with y'all. Is that all right? Is that okay? Yeah, so my boy Harry Styles has been on tour promoting the new album. I really wish he would have pushed aperture in these songs. Like, he got a problem with just releasing something and then like not wanting like push hard hard. He should have pulled the Zara Larson. She know how to like trench through and really push. And now her shit about to be top 10. It already is, but like her own solo stuff, not even stateside, her own solo stuff is about to be like top 10 on Billboard. That's what I mean, like never give up on yourself. But I guess he's not giving up because he on tour. But nevertheless, y'all see me, y'all see this ADHD. Harry Styles is on tour promoting his new album. And y'all, he had Shania Twain as his opening act. I thought that was so unique. She was performing, man, I Feel Like a Woman, and girl, the whole audience was on their feet screaming these lyrics, which I love. I've had that feeling at the Spice Girls concert, and then once I saw Gwen Stefani perform Holla Back Girl, and the whole audience, the stadium was literally shaking from everyone screaming these lyrics. Euphoric, I'm sure. So on that front, I get it. I am the biggest supporter. But to me, I feel like Shania Twain has like so much legacy. So for her to be opening up for Harry Styles, who's only been in the game maybe like a 15th of the time that she has been, I'm like, but I get it, because it's like, you want to perform for our audience, and if Harry drawing in the audience, girl, why not? And also, it's so cool that Harry is showing regard and reverence to the veterans, you know what I mean? They still deserve to get their coin, okay, get that bag, but also let their light shine, sing their music, let people be reminded of those good times. Now, it don't need to be like doing reunion tours like Dane Jonas Brothers. Now, you know I love me some Jonas Brothers, but I feel like they be capitalizing off them damn tours, girl. They love to go on a damn tour, so it don't got to be that extreme, but I love moments like this. I just thought it was like a cool, fun way to use music and fandoms and age demographics, and I don't know, very, very cool. Kudos to you, Harry Styles. Y'all already know what time it is. It's time for honorable mention. We developing a jingle, y'all. Y'all heard that? You heard that vibrato? Girl, I will say, your girl has been a little thirsty this week. Parched, I must say, from all these legs and hips and body that I've been seeing at the damn FIFA World Cup, girl. Oh my gosh. Thank you, universe, for events like this, girl. Just gathering all the finest of specimens into one location, girl. I ain't never really been no sports fan like that, girl, but I definitely have been tuned in for various reasons. But yes, my oh my, I've definitely been enjoying that. But have y'all been watching the FIFA World Cup? It's been so cool. On the trains, people have just been having their phones and they just been watching it and stuff. It feels so cool to see people glued in to want to celebrate, as opposed to some of the tragic events that we've been just hit with on a daily. I feel like we just be slapped every single day with something just devastating. Come on, FIFA World Cup. You might see your girl. Another musician that's kind of been killing it right now, girl, Olivia Rodrigo, girl, honey. I think today is going to be day 3 or day 4 of her being the top streaming artist on Spotify, which is to me insane, because her music is not even like mainstream pop. It's not giving Sabrina Carpenter or like Bubblegum Tate McRae, and no shade to those artists because I got their songs on my playlist. But Olivia leans a little bit more, you know, rock oriented, which makes me so happy, because I've been pledging, I've been wanting the white girls to get back until they, you know, Haley from Paramore, you know what I mean? And so for her to be giving it and being on top like this, go off, queen, I see you. It means our ears are evolving, and not just our ears, but the kids, because the kids the ones that love her, you know what I mean? So their ears are yearning for something different, something unique, which is what I've been craving. That's what we had in the 90s, y'all. I always preach this. We had the R&B and the pop and the rock, and everybody was charting. It was always a new rotation every week on Billboard. And now CDs just give you the perfect example of that. You know what I mean? Just pop one of them bad boys and you gonna walk down memory lane of how good we had it. So it might be finally cycling back, unless they gotta compete with this AI music, girl. And continuing on in the music front, shout out to Shakira and Burna Boy. Okay, that was an epic performance. I love when the international girlies get together, because they know they gonna have a hit. One thing the international countries gonna do is they gonna stream a World Cup anthem. Okay, yeah, I just remember when I was a kid and Ricky Martin was up there. Here we go, ole, ole, ole. Okay, girl, I still remember that from when I was a kid. So just to know, like, it's momentous for some of these people. Like, they need the music to even like augment how they feel about like celebrating or rooting for their team, or just the energy of the World Cup in general. It's so dope, and the song is doing really well. So Shakira, shout out to her. She also made Spain give her back all that money that she had to pay them for taxes or whatever based off her like residency. She got all that money back, girl. I know that is right, girl. She went in on the charts and in the bank, just like my girls at OMG girls. They won their lawsuit too against the OMG dolls. I love women winning. I love everybody winning, but I don't know. There's something special about hearing people winning lawsuits for millions of dollars. We need more of this. Starting with the black folks. Anywho, yeah, you like my outfit. Y'all like this shirt? I feel like so cute. I was giving like Pee-wee Playhouse. My energy is definitely radiating that with a little bit of sex appeal, but you know what I mean. It's a little bit of both. Nevertheless, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. If you did, I don't give a. Make sure to still subscribe, give it a like, share it with a friend. Please comment, engage, show your girl love. Let me know that you hear, you enjoying what you see. Until next week's crazy diagnosis of the world, I will see y'all. Holla, y'all. Peace.